It's Saturday, the 5th of November 2016. It is Guy Fawkes Night, gang. Bonfires and fireworks and sparklers will be exploding all over the place. You must be careful of your little pets, darling. Keep your pussies indoors. You do not want them There's nothing worse than an exploding pussy. There isn't. It really isn't, boys and girls. Please keep your pussies inside. Yes, do not let them go out. Evil people have been, joking aside, evil people have been known to attach fireworks to your cats and things. And why would someone do that? It's not an awful thing, but it has happened, you know. So keep an eye on all your pets tonight, boys and girls. A couple of years ago, we did do a little sparkler demonstration on this programme for all to see. Sparklers, they're pretty harmless things, aren't they? Shh, although, whatever you do, don't touch them when they've just gone out. Very, very hot. Are you going into any fireworks nights tonight? I highly recommend. Don't waste your money in shops and things buying fireworks. Have you seen how dear they are? God's sake, man. Like 30, 40 quid for a little box of fireworks. Just little bits, you know. Or you can go, probably free of charge, to a firework display at one of the many places all around the country and get a much, much better experience. Big fireworks. Bang, bang. There's a few people I'd like to attach to a firework, actually, as a one-way ticket to Mars. Yes. Are you going to any? Get your sparklers. That's the fireworks. Had a lovely night yesterday, actually. The karaoke at Central Station on Fridays is going very, very well. It's so busy last night. We were packed. Absolutely packed. And I have been given a gift. Look at this. Another one. The lovely Maureen bought me this little poppy thing. Let me take it off and show you more. I've got two of these now. I've got the other one, which I showed you a while ago, with the tube train on it. This is just like a little flower poppy from Maureen. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And Maureen's the lady who always brings me a little Tupperware box of salad. She does. So we'll put that back on there. And it's got like a little, what's this called? Just a back clip thing. Is that called a butterfly clip? I don't know. And you put that on the back. And that holds it nicely in place. Very nice. Very tactful. And you can buy all different poppies if you want to support the appeal, which is for disabled and elderly people who used to fight in wars and things. You can do, and you can get these all from the Poppy Shop, the official British Legion shop, which you can find at www.poppyshop.org.uk. All right? poppyshop.org.uk, and there's loads of stuff on there. There's some cheap things. There's something here for £1.99, and there's some very expensive things as well, if you like diamonds and all that. There's probably those on there. Is there very expensive ones there? Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find an expensive one. Blazer badges, perhaps. I don't know. £18.99, £60. There's one £60 there. So it depends what you want to send, but you can get stuff for a couple of quid if you want to support the cause there. Okay. So that was from Maureen yesterday. As always, she bought me my little Tupperware thing of lettuce and little tomatoes. Oh, she's so nice to me, Maureen. She really is. There was, let me see, Mary. Non-Irish Mary from Ireland bought me in a coconut last night, a real one. Coconut woman is very nice. And it had hair. It was like a little head. Coconuts are like little heads, aren't they? With the hair that's... I used to have hair like that. I had some very strange hairstyles when I was younger. Oh, yes, spiky hair. But the spikes weren't like... Well, I did have spikes like that. But when I was... I think I was about 21... I had spiky hair like that. I mean, this spike was all... I never forget, I went to go and I was doing mobile discos at the time. And I went to this place which was a social club. And there was a lot of elderly people in there. And, of course, I'd turn up with all my equipment, spiky hair like this. And I walked in and I could see the way they were looking at me. Thought, oh, my God, what the hell have we booked here? Until they realised I sat there and played all like... old stuff I was playing, because I look at the situation, you see, and I play to who's in there. So it was all quite old stuff, 1950s, 1960s. And the bloke come up to us at the end and he said, well, you've done really well tonight. Thank you very much. We did wonder what we had booked when you first walked in because of your hair, but you've done a really good job. Never judge a book by its cover. That's what we say. Don't judge a book by its cover. So that was last night at the karaoke. After that, I popped into a place that I used to work at a few years ago and bumped into some friends I haven't seen for ages. There was Simon. He used to go in there every week. Lovely Simon. And he runs his own pub now called The Swan. There was Loz, who is Simon's very good-looking friend. And there was Daniel, who I used to work with at Central Station. He's not at Central Station anymore. Turns out he's a very good friend of Simon, which I never knew. So that's nice. They all kind of work in the same sort of thing. And drag queen extraordinaire, Mandy Gap. Now, unfortunately, I got in too late to see her show. I didn't know she was on. But she's a very good friend of mine. Keith is his name. He lives in Tenerife, where it's never cold. Oh, yes. He often likes to do FaceTimes with me when it's very cold here, and there he is sitting on his balcony. Isn't Tenerife a volcanic rock, though? Is it a volcano, Tenerife? I mean, you could be sitting there one day, just sipping away at your cup of tea on your balcony, and then suddenly the whole place just explodes, and you go, and you get blown up in the air. You could become ash in the space of just a few seconds. I mean, is it safe there, dear? Eh? Is it safe there? So lovely to see Keith George there as well last night. Hello, sir. Yes. One day I will visit you. One day. But I don't like the flying. I can't stand the flying. Such an inconvenient method of travel. It really is. Good morning, Keith. Some messages from yesterday's show here. Carl says, Carl was listening to the show yesterday on his way from Bolton to Manchester. He had a hairstyling another reality TV girl for Images. Who are you styling, Carl? Which person are you styling? And would it be a reality show that I hate? Because I hate most of them. Is it Made in Chelsea? The Only Way is Essex? Up Yours in Paris? What's the programme called, dear? You're not giving me the whole information, Carl. I need to know who's... Could you do anything with mine at all? No. My niece, Tracy Clifford. Yes, she hairstyled a very famous reality TV star as well. Very famous. So famous, I don't know who it is. But apparently it was in a lot of programmes. Yes. And it was very good looking, Carl. A little bit like myself, as you can see. As you can see. Have you got one? I hope you're wearing one of these, Carl. You need to wear one of those. He says he was hoping yesterday to hit no pigeons on the way. Well, Carl, it's not just pigeons that hit you. You see, if they get you head on, the beaks can get terrible damage, dear. The beaks can get stuck in your head. Pigeon flying, right? If it's just like that and the beak misses you, that's okay, because it will then just slide down the front and end up on the floor. If, however, it hits you with its beak, the beak can get impregnated into your... Is that the right word to you? No, impaled. The beak can get impaled into your head, you see? And then it's there, and you can't see in front of you because there's this pigeon in front of you trying to get its beak out. And then when you do get it out, you can get terrible infections in there because of that beak, Be careful of flying pigeons when you're driving along, dear. My advice, if you've got a roofless car, is to put a roof on. Thank you very much. Oh, a little problem with my car. Yes, I think it's Ronnie's fault. Because the other day, I'd half closed it on him and he pushed it back up. Well, it's an electric one, okay? It's a powered rear door. Now, it doesn't open up the full way. Opens up so far, and then you have to push it up. So something's gone wrong there, dear. RAV4 power door. I'm going to have to ring them up about that one. God's sake. Oh, maybe you're not supposed to move a power... Well, what if it gets stuck? Well, it is stuck. It's only opening about... It's more than half the way. But you now have to bend down to do anything to get your head in there. God, never mind. Good morning to Simon Keane, who says, Ari, the Waitrose thieves. We were talking about Waitrose thieves yesterday, which are some of the most frightening and dangerous people you've ever come across in your life, dear. I caught someone once. Well, I didn't actually count. I saw someone once stealing from. This is so embarrassing. From Aldi of all places, dear. He was running across a bit of grass with this shopping, with a basket full of shopping. Probably only would have cost about £5, but he was stealing it. Running, dear, he was running with it. Oh dear. Waitrose thieves are much worse. They are cunning people. Evilness. Evil people. And Simon says, Ari, the Waitrose thief. Maybe there was confusion. Maybe he looked on their job website and misunderstood the vacancy stock taker required. Simon, please stop with the jokes. Look, laughing? Not laughing, Simon. Not laughing. Not laughing. He also says, thanks for the mention, Mr. Chop Chop. Have a fantastic Dabby-Do evening tonight. I did. It was a lovely evening last night. One of the best karaoke nights and most enjoyable karaoke nights I've done there so far. Good. And there's another guy there, actually, Graham. Graham often comes late. Graham, do try and get in a little bit earlier for the karaoke, dear. He comes in late. And he was saying last night to me, you don't take thanks very well, do you? And I don't. Isn't that funny? An example, you know, I can have a bar or a club or a place full of people. And I'm chatting, you know, in between. Good evening, everyone. All that. No problem at all. Right? I goes for another night. What I really don't take well, and it's very strange, is someone picking up the mic at the end of the night and thanking me. Isn't that strange? I find that very difficult to deal with. I don't know why. The manager does it sometimes. He's a nice bloke. Not the manager, the governor, the owner does it sometimes. At the end of the night, he'll come, oh, can I have the microphone? And I pretend to not know what it's about, but I do know what he's going to do. And he says, I just want to thank Chris here. And I'm, oh, no, please don't. Please, 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 please. It's not funny. I can't take that. I don't know why. Perhaps I should watch people like Barry Manilow, the great Barry Manilow. And have you ordered your calendar yet? Order your calendar. Barry Manilow and Shirley Bassey, you see. Perhaps I should watch them and see how they take. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's not really like that, though, is it? It's not like I'm standing on the stage at the Royal Albert Hall or somewhere like that. What a place that would be to do a karaoke at the Royal Albert Hall with a full orchestra. We like the sound of that. So thank you, Graham, for your nice comments, as always. And that's it. Good. Let's do some news stories today, boys and girls. Now, look at this. Looks like we're going to have another election. It just goes, and this whole Brexit thing is all going terribly wrong, dear. Ministers are preparing for an early general election after first Conservative MP resigned in protest at the great Theresa May. We like Theresa. The Theresa May's handling of Brexit amid fears more are preparing to quit. High Court ruled Brexit cannot be triggered without a vote in Parliament. This prompted hardcore Remainers. Do they listen to hardcore music? I used to dance to hardcore music. Yes, at a club called Trade in Turnmills. The club's no longer gone, replaced by another load of posh flats, unfortunately, and offices. But I used to dance to hardcore, you know, boom, 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 boom. We used to get to this club at 3:30 in the morning, and we'd be there till 1 in the afternoon. We used to stink when we come out of there. And there was no air conditioning when we first went. No air conditioning. You would come down these stairs, it was in a basement, and the floor would be so slippery. I loved it in there. Absolutely loved it in there. Some ministers have responded by suggesting TM may call an election, which could allow her to increase it. Well, it would. It would allow her to increase her Conservative majority to back Brexit. It would, actually. I mean, the thing is, there's no one to fight them, is there? There's no one to fight them at the moment. This is the problem. And I think in a government, you do need a decent opposition. I really do. Even if you're with that particular government, I do believe it's good to have an opposition there to sort of balance it up a bit. And there is no opposition at the moment. It's just a joke. And So we might have another election. I hope it doesn't turn into the Donald. It'll be the Jeremy and Therese show. It won't. I'm sure it won't be anything like the Donald and Hilary show. I can't imagine Theresa May coming out and saying horrible things about Jeremy. Can you? I just can't see it somehow. What would he do? Would he do it? I don't know. I just hope it's not as bad as that. We don't want it going on. Don't those American elections go on and on? Yeah, we've had 2 years of this, haven't we? God's sake. On and on. Anyway, it'll all be over soon. Is it less than a week now, isn't it? Before the election. Have you put your bets on yet? I am considering, and I'm not a betting person. I do bet occasionally, very, very rarely. I am considering putting a bet on. And I will be putting a bet on Donald Trump to win. I have a feeling he's going to edge through. I really do think that. Doesn't matter whether you support him or not. You put the bet on who you think is going to win. And I think I'm sure he's going to win. Shall I do it? What is your advice to me? Shall I go and put a bet on Donald Trump? What do you reckon? To win. I could double my money. Double your money. Yes, I like the sound of that. Thank you very much. Now, what's all this? Look at this. Sebastian Shakespeare. Who is Sebastian Shakespeare? Oh, he's the writer. God's sake, mate. Oh, don't they love themselves? Some of these writers. That never used to be like this in the paper. So the headline is Sebastian Shakespeare. Colon. Oh, don't start talking about my colon again. Sebastian Shakespeare, colon. How I loved up Gary Lineker. Oh, don't he love getting his name across there? The old reporter, dear. Blimey. Oh, you're full of importance, aren't you, dear? How I loved up Gary Lineker and his ex, Danielle, shocked fellow passengers with their amorous display on board a British Airways flight. Yes. Passenger claims Lineker and Lux, is that his wife or girlfriend, got too amorous on a honeymoon flight. Were they doing kissing with tongues? I wish someone would do kissing with tongues on me. It's been so long. So long. Never mind. Anyway, back to this. Theresa Mahern. Who's she? Who's she? Theresa Mahern. I don't even know who she is. Who is that person? Is that someone off the telly? Match of the Day presenter Gary Lineker was never booked during his football career, but his behaviour off the pitch may deserve a red card. They were touching each other on the plane. Oh, I do so want to be touched up again. It's been so long. Same as the kissing. Oh, please. Why are people moaning? Well, don't look then. Don't look if you don't like it. Nothing wrong with a little bit of affection, is there? I like to have affection. I just wish it. But yes, I like to have affection. There's nothing wrong with a bit of affection. If you don't like it, don't look. Don't act. What a story to write in the paper. Please do me a favour. Do me a favour. That's a non-story. Deleting. Thank you very much. Where are we now? Just a moment. How about this one? A woman suing KFC for £16 million after becoming angry at lack of chicken in her £16 bucket. I'm quite surprised at how dear fast food is becoming now, especially the stuff like KFC. This bucket of chicken, 16 quid, 20 quid, something like that. A woman is suing them. This woman was reportedly told by the fried chicken company that the cardboard buckets appeared to be full in commercials so the customers can see the product. It's true. When you see these pictures of burgers and things, you know, above the counter and on the telly, they look nothing like the little thing that's in the box when you open that box, does it? Huh? This woman who lives off Social Security and so you can live off Social Security, but you can afford 16 quid for chicken, dear. Go out and buy some in the supermarket. She said the chicken should have been advertised in a dish, so if it couldn't be seen properly, in the towering bucket. She's in New York, by the way. She said to have hired a lawyer and filed a lawsuit against KFC. She says KFC is indulging in false advertising because her $20 £16 bucket of fried chicken was only half full. There's no picture of her. There's no picture of her on it. I bet she's big. She also returned 2 gift certificates the company sent to ease her disappointment. I came home and said, "Where's the chicken? I thought I was going to have a couple of meals," she told the Post. "They say it feeds the whole family. They're showing a bucket that's overflowing with chicken." Yeah, she's quite right, actually. And she's 64 years old, bless her. "You get half a bucket. That's false advertising." She's so right, because that's how it looks on the telly, isn't it? That's how it looks on the telly. Nasty stuff, anyway. You shouldn't be eating all this fried food. Very, very bad for you, dear. Very bad for you. Let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. Yes, indeed. It's birthday time today for Kristal Ginn-Farrar. Is 40 years old today. Happy birthday, Kristal. Samuel Walker is a bright little 21-year-old twinkie person. Happy birthday, Sam. 21 today. Guy Phillips is 54 today. Happy birthday, Guy. Reece, Blackstock-Davies, Smithe. That's a very long name, dear. Could you not cut a couple of names out of that, please? It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's very hard to say. I'll say it again. Reece, Blackstock-Davies, Davis Smythe. Happy birthday to you. David Sullivan. You're not Father David Sullivan from our local church, are you, in Wokingham? Huh? He's Father David Sullivan. There seems to be a lot of David Sullivans. Hey? Is it you? Oh, no, hang on. That's a David O'Sullivan, isn't it? That can't be the same person. Happy birthday, David. Trevor Doey. Happy birthday to Trevor. Sam London is a bright 32 years old today. Sam, I have to tell you, my favourite age period was between 32 and 47. So you're there. You are about to have the time of your life, Sam. Happy birthday. John Rawcliffe, 46 today. Happy birthday, John. Michael Jasinski. Are you the one that works at that place in Cardiff? I don't know what it's called, actually. Happy birthday, Michael. Mind you, you never replied to little messages I sent you a little while ago before you went to Cardiff. So perhaps I shouldn't wish you a happy birthday. Eh? What do you reckon? Please reply to messages. How rude that people don't reply to messages. Or you will have to be deleted, boys. Go delete, delete, delete. Yes. And happy birthday today to Stephen Fairman. Again, another one who's 32 years old today. Happy birthday, Stephen. Here comes the song. There's no piano here, really. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right, there we are. Must pop out now to the bank. Oh, and I must wish my very good friend, Rodney. Rodney is not very well at the moment. You have the flu, haven't you? Achoo, achoo, and chest problems. So get well soon, Rodney. See you back soon, all right? That's it today, boys and girls. Have a lovely Saturday. Thanks for watching and listening.